Hey guys, Wrathlord here with a quick video on how to optimally make money if you're going to do scav runs in Tarkov. Using this method, you can basically make enough money that you can do fun geared runs fairly frequently, like full gear, a kitted AK, nice helmet, body armor, big bag, all that stuff, without having to worry too much about losing your stuff. Right now, the lag in the game is fairly frustrating. I didn't used to do scav runs much because it is kind of cheap and kind of annoying when you're playing seeing scavs everywhere, but at this point I've died so many times due to the lag and inconsistencies and bugs that I just needed to make money back, so I did some testing and I think this is actually the quickest way to make money off of very quick scav runs. The only thing my character has on him is his hatchet. The container, whichever of the containers you have works, and you'll want the customs map so you can choose the boiler side, and I choose to take a bunch of keys with me too. We'll get into that a little more later on in the video, but for me, I'm carrying a document case so I can stuff the map and currency and keys into the same thing. Fill it full of all of the dorm keys you have, especially if you have the marked room key, because it has really good spawns. That's not necessarily important, that's one of the side objectives, but I'll show you as we go. And this is actually one of the better spawns here, so hopefully this goes decently well. And basically what we're doing is we're making a beeline for the little gas station up the road here. If you don't have the factory key, I already do, so I'm not going to do it. If you don't have the factory key, there's a little car on the right over there with the trunk open. That trunk has a chance to have the factory key in the jacket or sitting loose in the trunk, I believe. Definitely in the jacket though. So if you haven't got the factory key, have a look there before you run off to the gas station if you're interested in getting it. Factory key is probably like the biggest in-game piece of gear right now, I'd say. So it's worth picking up if you can. So what you do is you just make a beeline for this door on this side. Pop it open. You can close it if you're worried about people coming in behind you. I usually don't worry about it though. So this is the fast part. Oh, ignore the rubles. I've done a previous run here. Sometimes one of these will be empty, but typically not. They almost always have loot in all of them. Okay, this is actually kind of weird. I usually get about 16k roughly out of the registers. This has been a really bad spawn so far, so that's about 5k. And another 6, so there's about 11k there. So that alone is enough to make really, really fast money. There's also this room, if you have the key, I can't remember off the top of my head which key it is, but if you have the key for this room, there's a safe right here that adds even more. So we'll see what we get out of here. Like all safes, has a chance for bitcoins and stuff. That again was a pretty bad spawn. Apparently we're not very lucky this run. Under the desk here, a pistol can spawn, which can kind of change your run a little bit. Also, obviously, stuff spawns around on the floor in here, so keep an eye out if you want to pick this stuff up. Usually it's not much, but... So after this, your run's basically done. You've made your money. Anything you pick up from here is extra. And what I like to do is just keep the rush going and head on over to the dorm room, see if you can be the first one to the 3rd floor and get into that marked room. Like I said, if you have that marked room key. I probably am the first one there, like maybe 1 out of every 3 runs. It kind of just depends on whether someone else is rushing it. But we'll see. I think I hear shooting coming from this direction already, so I'm probably not going to be the first one this time. But sometimes you'll find a gun up there in the marked room, sometimes a really nice gun. And if you end up picking up a gun, you can actually turn it into an actual fighting run. But honestly, what I normally do is if I get something good in the marked room, I just make a beeline for the exit, because I won't have a bag, and I won't have ammo, I won't have armor, that kind of stuff. That sounds like a scav shooting at me, probably. Could be a player, but I'm guessing scav. We're gonna blow right past him. 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor. Oh, this side's locked on 3rd, that's right. It's been a while since I played, actually, so... you can head into the 2nd. Looks like someone's probably been here. so much in here. That guy, I'm guessing. I got a hit off on him at least. But yeah, so basically that's it. That's how you make quick money in Tarkov as a scav. Don't try and do factory, it's too risky, you die too much, it's not worth the time. Just go customs, spawn on the boiler side with the map, and make a rush to that gas station. You'll make on average 16k a run. If you end up having the key to the side room and the safe, I usually average about 25k or more a run. Last time I got a lion, so that's worth quite a lot. And on the odd time you get to the dorms before other people do, you can come out with even more. I've had runs where I go in as a scav and come out with, like 150k worth of money and gear. So that's basically it. You can do it really fast. Only takes a couple minutes a run. You're usually gonna die pretty quickly, but I'd say I make it to the gas station like 75% of the time at least. So if you need money in Tarkov, especially if you're frustrated with how the lag and stuff's been and you want to rush it real quick, that's the way to do it. Good luck.